everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make this tailed stacked Octo Bow. As you can see, it's got the nice flare to the tails here, but it's the same as the one I've just done recently, which is the stacked Octo Bow. With this one, slightly different technique. You want this is 2-inch ribbon again, and it will be all in the description below because I know I go too quick for some people. So it's 2 times 90 centimeters in the 2-inch ribbon, and the top one is 1 times 80. And again, to save time, I have already done the first part of the tailed one just to save us some time, so you don't have to watch me rambling for hours at a time because that's no fun for anyone. And here is the rest of the ribbon. So let me just work out which one's my longer piece. Okay, so we'll do the other tailed piece first. And this is 90 centimeters. So the first thing I'm going to do is we are going to fold 10 centimeters down and put a mild crease in, a very light one. You don't want it to be overly, and just the tiniest pinch there. You don't really want to be able to see it, so when we move it around later and do the rest of everything, it's easy to do our loops, but not going to be when we see it when we're sewing things in. So from this point, you want to fold it in half from where that tail starts. So find your tail. So there we go. And fold it in half so you've got that tail at the end. Heat crease centre in the blue clear bit of the flame. Fold it in half like so. Crease. And then at this end, heat seal again. You want to pinch this side and work out your centre. Okay, so starting with your tailed side, I always do this underneath so that it folds over like this. So underneath, from this start point, so here's our crease centre, take this round, like so, underneath, and what you want to do, where our creases, so there's the midpoint of our crease, there's the midpoint of our crease on the main part of the bow. Then you just take, don't ping your clips like me, take your clips, pop them both like that, and there is your first part of your loops. And then again, there's this long piece here, and you want to bring it round, so you curve it round, bring it over, square it up, move this clip and this clip, and here we go. Beginnings of your figure 8. So this is going to be the back of your boutique bow. So this is the 2 lines, and this is the front where you've got your cross shape. Okay, so from this point we can fold this bit in half so you get a triangle. And then we take these and we want to heat seal again in the clear blue bit in the flame. Line everything up so your tail is all in the line as well. And again, heat crease this, and this will make sure all your loops, these bits, are all the same size. So from here, you can now bring this in. And you bring this over, you square, and what you want to do is you want to line that edge up there with the corners all here, and then take your clip that in place, take this side, bring this over, make it over the original line so it's lined up as well, and then this line should be going over the corner of that one. And again, you can take your clip from here and move that there. So then that way, you now have 2 boutique shapes with your tail. And when we sew, you turn it round, so you've got one tail going this way and one tail going that way. or you can do it so that they lay like this. So as long as you've got one tail curving this way round and one tail there, that's perfect. So we can put them out of the way for a second. And now we're just going to do the last one, which is the centre. And again, you still want to heat seal your ends. We're just doing this without the tail. So heat seal those in the blue bit. Fold it in half. Fold it in half. Fold the full length in half. Heat crease. Pinch it in half again. Crease there. And again, figure 8 method. So from your start point where your crease is, bring it all the way around. Line it up so that is centred, so that pinch there is right on the crease that we put in a minute ago. Clip. Clip. As you can see, all squared off. And then we're going to take this one, exactly the same, bring it round like this, so you're looping it round. Line it up so it's squared off. Move your clips. And again, this is the back where your 2 lines are. This is the front where you've got your cross. And again, exactly the same as what we just did with the other one. You fold it in half so that's a triangle. Bring that to here. Heat crease. Opposite side. Heat crease. Now if you ever want to check you like one loop is always completely out of alignment, key trick to check, there's your centre point of your loops. So if you take your ruler from there to there, that is 18.5. From there to there, it's also 18.5. Now if you've done it right and everything is balanced how it should do, that is what all of these pieces will be. They'll all be the same distance from that centre point to the end of the tails. So you take it, so you've got your shape, square shape here again, where your crease is. Make sure it's right against that corner there, and move your clip. So it's like that. And again, take this side, make sure your line is lined up with the original line. And make sure your corner is lined up with that side, and then you can take your clip from there and move that like that, and then you'll have your centre one, which is going to be the stacked piece here. So now we're going to take our pieces and we're going to sew them all together. And I have my doubled extra strong Gutermann thread and a 7cm needle. One can take a clip off, and from where that square starts, so from there, we're going to go from above, 1, 2, 3, 4, take this out, 5, 6 is going up through that triangle this side, and as you can see, that tail is in this direction. Bring that along. And again, we are going to do exactly the same this side. From above, and starting this way, so obviously we started the tail side this way, we're starting from this side this way, and from above, from that point, 1, 2, 3, 4, move your clip, 5, and your 6th one is back up through that triangle where the tail is going across this way. Okay, so you'll have the 2 pieces that look like this. And again, when you're pulling them together, you want these loops so that they're going to be squished against this way. So that's what you want them to sort of look like when you're starting to pull them together, because it will help it come together better. So when you cinch, do it like this. Don't worry if it looks like a mess at the moment. Okay, because you can twist that back round in a minute. What you want is 3 nice even creases. So 3 that side and 3 this side. And then you can take your thread and wrap super tight around the centre. And like I said, at the moment, don't worry if it looks a bit messy. It's fine. We can twist everything back where it's meant to go in a second, as long as we've got those 3 creases and they're lined up nicely like this. So bring that around a good couple of times, nice and tight, and then stitch off in the back however you personally prefer. There we go, that's one. There we go. Take that off. And as you can see, like I said, as I told you, it looks a little bit messy at the moment, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Just re-knotting my other bit of thread for the next one in a moment. There we go. So what you can do now, twist your tail round, adjust your loop so you can take your finger in each one and turn, 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 turn. And as you can see, much better shape. And the back, if you've done it right, these should be sort of pointed up like this, both sides. So as I said, that's where your 2 bows are smashed together. That's what it looks like at the back. And this is what it looks like on the front, okay? So last one to do. So we're going to go in, let me just heat seal that little bit of, there we go. So from where that point is again, from above, 1, 2, 3, move your clip, 4, 5, 6. So in 1, 2, 3, 4, out, which is 6 in total. There you go. And then pull that together so you get your nice 3 cinches. And wrap this round a good couple of times, nice and tight. And stitch off. Keep catching off on everything today. Apologies. The sides of my desk are getting a bit messy. So stitch off in the back however you personally like. There we go. Nice and tight. And there you go. Got your top boutique. And then what you do, obviously if you wanted to, you could glue this on. What I do instead is make sure that this is facing the right way. And then take your excess thread. And you want to go right through the centre. So right where those 3 creases either side join, so in the middle of the 6. Use your desk if you need to. Push that through all the way until it sits where you want. And again, what you want is you want your loop, so this loop will sit between those 2, this loop will sit between that one, this loop between those 2, and this one between that one. Okay, so once it's in place, take your thread and you want to wrap this around a good couple of times, nice and tight, to take out that bulk. Make sure your sides are on the right way. Around one more, I think. Stitch off in back again. Like I said, you can glue in place of doing this. It's entirely up to you. Like I said, this just takes the bulk out, in my opinion. So there's that. Get rid of that excess. Put that out of the way. So again, it's a little bit messy at the moment, but like I said, don't worry because you can fix it before we spray it. So adjust everything to how you want it, because like I said, these are the perfect ones for messy bows. This is meant to look a little bit messy. So once you're happy with everything, what I do is I do like a little curve down on my tail. That's one side. Heat seal, always heat with the heat sealing. Don't want any throwing on our nice pretty ribbon. I'm going to do the same curve on this one. And again, heat seal. So there's that one. Move those two out of the way. And then I haven't got quite matching centre, so I've got this 9mm and I've got a 55mm clip, but you can use sort of 60 and 70mm clips because these are quite big bows. So if you've got the bigger clips, use those instead. We're just going to put a bit of glue across the centre there. Flip this over and just hold that down. I like to make sure it lines up with these peaks and that they're twisted the right way. There we go. We're going to take our bit of 9mm, heat seal the end, don't want any fraying, drop of glue, open that clip back up, and we're going to wrap round twice, and then we're going to do the big chunky knotted centre with a separate bit of ribbon in a minute. Put round once, nice and tight look, open your clip, directly over the same bit of ribbon. There's that one. Cut any extra off. Again, heat seal, always with the heat sealing. Touch of glue there. And if you wanted to, you could just do a centre like this, that's absolutely fine. If you want the knotted version, this is what I do. Again, this is 2-inch ribbon, and this is roughly about 20cm. Now you don't quite need 20cm. 20cm is just so you can put the knot in nicely. What you do is fold it in half, like this, bring it round so that you get this shape, like a fish, and then take that through that loop. And then I just like to twist these bits round so that they sit, so the knot's nice and flat. Just do this again. So through the loop. Okay, twist it round. It's one side. Twist it round, second side, that's better. And there's your knot. I like to give it a little plump. So there you go. And as you can see, you have got too much to wrap around. So I work out how much. That's enough to wrap my centre. And then take your lighter and then pinch it together to heat seal. It sort of creates a little join. It saves you from having to glue. You see that's no longer open. And do exactly the same the other side. Tidy it up if you need to. And again, in the blue clear bit of the flame, heat it up and then use your fingers to pinch it. Be careful you don't burn yourself. There we go, all nicely sealed. And now we can wrap that round our centre. Glue here and glue here. one side. That side. And glue that in. Go, nice chunky knot. Again, adjust your loops so that you are 100% happy with where everything is sitting. And then when you're happy with everything, because this is a messy bow, once you're happy with the style still, once you've got all your loops sat exactly how you like them, take your Max Holds hairspray, whichever variety you like. This is just the cheap £99, £1 Tesco version, and you literally spray it all over until it is slightly damp. Turn it over, do exactly the same the other side, and then it will stay like that for as long as the bow is sort of kept. So there you go, there is your messy stacked double octo bows. Thanks for watching, bye.